Hey there, welcome to For Emulator Effects. I'm excited to share this channel with you guys today because we're going to be diving into some really cool stuff when it comes to audio manipulation. And I think a lot of people who watch my content are probably familiar with logo edits and the weird, distorted voices that come along with them. But have you ever wondered how those sounds are actually made? Like, what's behind all those crazy effects? Well, today we're going to explore one of my favorite tools for creating those kinds of sounds, For Emulator. It's an older audio plugin that was developed by Richard Wilson, and even though it's been around for a while, it's still super popular in certain communities, especially when it comes to logo editing. So what makes For Emulator so special? Well, unlike most standard effects, this thing actually reshapes the underlying sound. It's not just about adding some reverb or echo on top of your audio. It's more like a whole new way of working with sound itself. We're talking filters, pitch shifting, modulation, all these different components that can completely change how something sounds. Now, I know some people might be thinking, okay, this all sounds great, but what does it actually do? Well, let me give you an example. Say we take a video like Ninimo plays with matches.mp4. That's just a normal video with some cute animation and sound effects, right? But if we apply some For Emulator effects to it, watch what happens. The whole thing starts to distort and change colors, the pitch of the sounds changes, and sometimes it even sounds like there are multiple layers of audio going on at once. It's really trippy, and that's exactly why I love working with this plugin. But here's the thing. For Emulator is all about experimentation and creativity. There isn't just one way to use it. In fact, there are tons of different setups and combinations you can try out. And even small changes in the settings can completely change the final result. It's like, you start with something simple, and then you add a few effects, tweak some values, and suddenly it turns into something completely new. Now, I know some people might be thinking, okay, this all sounds a bit overwhelming. But trust me, once you get the hang of it, you'll be able to create some really cool stuff. And that's exactly what we're going to do on this channel. Break down specific effects, recreate certain sounds, and just experiment with different combinations to see what happens. I want to make sure everyone feels welcome here, no matter what your level of experience is. Some videos will be more beginner-friendly, just getting you started with the basics of how everything works. Others will go more in-depth, breaking down more complex setups and explaining why they work the way they do. And then, yeah, there'll probably be some videos that are just a bit experimental, trying out new things that might not even work, but sometimes end up sounding better than expected. That's kind of part of working with something like this. It's not always predictable, but that's also what makes it fun. If you're into logo editing or audio design, or really just anything where sound plays a big role, then this channel is for you. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about making something sound better. It's about making it sound different. Creating something that stands out, something that feels unique. That's what I'm all about here. And once you get comfortable with For Emulator, you can start developing your own style, your own way of doing things. So yeah, that's what this channel is all about. Breaking down effects, experimenting, and just exploring what we can do with this kind of audio. And to give you an idea of where I'm going with all this, let me show you a quick example of how For Emulator effects look on Ninimo plays with matches.mp4. Video clip plays. See how it's changed? The colors, the pitch, everything. It's like we've taken that original video and turned it into something completely new. Now, I know some people might be thinking, okay, this all sounds great, but what about Ninimo and Pinkfong and Hoagie? Well, don't worry, those guys are still there in the background. They're just a bit distorted now. Chuckle. But seriously, when we apply For Emulator effects to videos like Ninimo plays with matches.mp4, it's amazing how much character they can bring out of the original animation. I mean, think about it. Ninimo is already a pretty cool guy, but with some For Emulator magic, he becomes something entirely new. And that's exactly what we're going to explore on this channel. Taking those original sounds and effects and turning them into something truly unique. So yeah, If you're ready to dive in and see what kind of crazy effects we can create together, then stick around. This is going to be a wild ride. Now, before we get started, let me just explain how Formulator works. Pauses for comedic effect. I know some people might be thinking, okay, this all sounds great, but what exactly is going on under the hood?